start off this makeup look, I'm going to use the Nivea Men's Post Shea Balm as a primer. I always notice a big difference in how long my makeup wears when I use this as a primer. For foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Super Stay foundation in the shade 120. And then I'm just going to blend that out using my beauty blender. I'm sure you already knew I was going to use this as my foundation, and I know I use it in almost all of my tutorials, but that's because I really honestly love this foundation. It is so good. I would choose it no matter what compared to a high-end foundation or any other drugstore foundation. I would pick the Maybelline Super Stay foundation because it is bomb. And then I am going to use concealer to conceal and highlight my face, and I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 5 Ivory, and I'm just blending that out using my beauty blender. To set my face, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 10. And again, just like the foundation, I love this powder. Compared to drugstore or high-end, I would choose this powder because it really is my favorite and it really is bomb. I'm telling you, Maybelline makes some bomb products. This foundation and this setting powder are my holy grails, and they're from the drugstore. And then I'm just showing off my eye because I thought it came out really cool here. To start off this eye look, I'm taking the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm taking the shade Creamsicle on a Morphe M518 brush, and I'm just working that in windshield wiper motions into my crease as my transition shade until it's as intense and as blended as I would like. I really love the Jaclyn Hill palette. I think she did an awesome job creating this palette. You can really tell that she really wanted to put the best palette possible out there on the market, and I think she did that. She accomplished that. I use this palette almost every time I do my makeup, if not every other time I'm doing my makeup, so I pick it up the majority of the time. And I'm so excited because the Vault collection just launched this morning and I ordered it, and I'm so excited to get it and start doing makeup looks with the Vault collection. So if there's any looks that you would like me to create using the Vault collection or any of the palettes you would want me to do a tutorial on, you can let me know down below. And then I'm taking the Morphe Second Nature palette, and I'm taking that bright neon orange shade on a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm just working that into my crease, but I'm keeping it lower than the yellow because you want some of the yellow to peek out on the edge of the eyeshadow. And I'm just going to blend this in windshield wiper motions until I get the intensity that I would like. I'm going back in with the first brush I used, the Morphe M518 brush with no extra product, and I'm just making sure that the yellow shade and the neon orange shade blend well. And then I'm taking translucent powder on a Morphe E47 brush to sharpen up the edge of my eyeshadow and create a nice, clean, defined line. Next, I'm taking the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm taking the shade Savage on a Morphe E17 brush, and I'm packing that shade onto my lid, and I'm slightly bringing it up into my crease and blending the bright pink shade with the neon orange shade so everything is nice and blended. And I'm just really packing this pink shade on because I really want the pink to be nice and bright and defined. Now I'm going to create a halo eye using my concealer on a Morphe M213 brush, and I am just applying that concealer to the center of my eye, and then I'm slightly looking up to see where the concealer meets in my crease, and then I'm going to drag my brush with my concealer to create a nice defined sharp line in my crease, and then I am just packing on more concealer and I am just creating a halo eye. When you do this step, just take your time. You don't want to mess up while carving your crease out with concealer, and also use a little bit of concealer at a time because you don't want to put too much concealer onto your lid and then not have any place to drag it because you put too much concealer on, if that makes sense. And then I'm taking the shade Savage on a Morphe E18 brush just to blend the edge of the concealer with the eyeshadow. Then I'm going in with a ColourPop Golden State of Mind palette, and I'm taking the shade Girlfriend on a Morphe M213 brush, and I am just packing that on over the concealer but on the outer parts of the halo eye because I'm going to put another shade in the middle, so I want it to blend from the pink into the orange. Next, I am taking the shade Zero Clue on a Morphe M213 brush, the same brush I was using with the pink, and this is an orange shade, and I'm applying that more to the center of the halo eye. And here I'm just going back in with the shade Savage on a Morphe E18 brush again, just to blend the shimmer shades with the pink matte shade so everything looks nice and blended and we have a seamless blended halo eye. Then I'm taking the shade Savage on a Morphe E18 brush to smoke out my lower lash line, blending any fallout away and bake away with a e.l.f. concealer brush. Then I'm going in with the shade Pay the Piper from the ColourPop palette, and this is just a fluffy pencil brush, and I'm just applying that to my inner corners. And this is the finished eye look before we add lashes and mascara and all of that jazz. For lashes, I went in with the Salon Perfect Eyelashes in the style 614, and I added a little mascara, and that's pretty much it for the eyes. Then I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the shade Rosewood and my Benefit Hula brush to contour my face. My brush, I felt like it was applying my bronzer a little bit muddy here, and I'm not really sure why because I always use this brush and I always use this bronzer, but I'm pretty sure I just need to clean my brushes. But I did fix it with blending and baking and all of that, so I'm just letting you know if my contour looks a little muddy. Trust me, I noticed it and I fix it. It turns out good, and I'm going to wash my brushes. Then I'm using the Morphe M437 to blend over that contour because, like I said, it was muddy. I do that step anyways of blending over my contour normally, but it was just looking muddy, so I wanted to really make sure I was blending over my contour slash bronzer. And then I'm using the Morphe R2 brush to apply bronzer to my forehead, and then I'm using that Maybelline Fit Me powder and my beauty blender to bake my face. I'm going going to contour my nose using the shade MFEO from the Jaclyn Hill palette on a Vintage Cosmetics Step 1 for the Money brush. And I'm just drawing 2 lines close together down the center of my nose, and then I'm going to contour around my nostrils, and then I contour my cupid's bow and my bottom lip to give the appearance of a bigger lip. And I'm going to bake my nose contour using my Maybelline powder. Taking the Smashbox Casey Holmes Spotlight palette in gold, I'm using the shade Turn It On a Luxie 516 Duo Fiber brush, and I'm just using this highlight as an all-over glow because this is a really subtle, really natural highlight. So I'm applying this to kind of just give a healthy glowy look to the skin, and then I'm gonna go in with another highlight in the areas that I really want to pop, but this is just to give a natural glow. For the main highlight, I'm using the Becca Cosmetics highlighter in Champagne Pop, one of my favorite highlights ever, and I'm taking that on a Morphe M510 brush, and I am just applying that everywhere that I want to glow. For blush, I want to keep the tropical pinky vibe, so I went in with the NARS Orgasm Blush on a Sonia Kashuk number 113 brush, and I think it really did complement the eyes. I think it does really look nice, and it brings that like healthy tropical pinky touch to the look. And then I'm going in with my Morphe M437 brush, and I'm going to wipe away my bake and also blend the blush into the contour and all the powders together so everything looks nice and blended and natural. But I mean, I caked my face with makeup, so how natural can it look? But anyways, now I'm going in with the the Milani Make It Last setting spray on my beauty blender, and I'm just tapping that over my face to melt all the powders together and just make everything look nice and cohesive. For liquid lipstick and lip liner, I thought I was recording, but I must have not pressed record. I am using the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in Spice Girl and the Sephora liquid lipstick in the shade 33 Peony, and then I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb to top it off. And last but not least, I'm going in with setting spray. I'm using the Milani Make It Last setting spray and the Milani Make It Dewy setting spray so that I can lock in my makeup but also look more glowy at the same time. And that completes this makeup look. This is the final result, and I really love it. For some reason, I feel like the camera's not even picking up the eyes as well far away as close up, but they looked so cool. I really loved it, and I had a lot of fun creating this makeup look. I really love playing with color, but I know color is not every day for some people, so I try to mix it up. But I wanted to get this tropical sunset halo eye look up before the end of summer, so I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I think it's really cool. I really love the eyes with the face and the lips. Everything came together really nicely. But anyways, if you liked this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. It really means so much to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!